Yo, what it do? It's your boy Drew Blue. Special announcement. I don't know about y'all, but I just found out about this and I'm hyped. The product 3 is gonna be dropping in 5 days. Giving you guys a special heads up because I will be dropping the first time reaction when it comes out. August Alsina is definitely, as far as like artists that I look for music wise, is in the top 5. This dude is a real cat, has come through a lot, has his humility and his pride well balanced out, and in my opinion he is just scratching the surface on who he can become in this world, man, and I think it's dope. But more importantly, not more importantly, but like to focus more on the music, this dude has not dropped one bad project at all. Like, he puts out nothing but quality music. Been really rocking this dude since the product 2, honestly. You know, I heard him just like how a lot of people did when he came in the mainstream world. You know, first time I ever heard him was through a feature on a Kid Ink album. We Just Came to Party. And that's probably one of my favorite August Alsina features, and I think probably would be number 1. It's just, that was a dope song. He came in and did his thing, and I heard this dude sing, and I'm like, this cat can really sing like with melodies. I mean, that voice was harmonic, and I had to check out his stuff. And then I heard the first song I heard was the remix of I Love It with Chris Brown and Trey Songz, which was pretty dope. Then I had to go check out the product too, see what this cat was about, and my God, this dude had a lot of soul. Like, he wasn't just one of these new cats that was coming up trying to, like, you know, hop on, you know, and just be whatever. But like, this dude was a real down-to-earth dude, and his music showed that. So ever since then, it was like nothing but like straight up whatever he dropped, I was gonna listen to, man. And damn, like, it's just down-to-earth music, and that's exactly what I fucks with. So, and I would be lying to y'all if I didn't tell you his second what's the word I'm looking for, studio album, This Thing Called Life, didn't help me get through tough times during my own life, you know. So I know when I struggled and I was in the lowest of my lows, there was definitely a couple projects I would listen to for motivation. This Thing Called Life was one of them. And honest to God, I'm thinking about just wrapping up Tory, getting him over with, so that way I can go focus and start doing August, because I really fucks with this dude's music, man. This brother is really a soulful character, and in my opinion, has a lot of energy, a lot of positive vibes that he gives out to the world, man. I feel like more people stay in tune and really understand what this cat's about and really fuck with him. He could be someplace big and really change the world for a better, man. Especially his city, man, like where he hails from. Honestly, I think at this point, he's the best artist coming out of New Orleans, period. I don't care who came before him. When I think it's all said and done, August Alsina will be hailed as the greatest artist to come out of this city. Come at me. I'm not tripping, man. There's no hate towards classic people. You know, Juvenile, obviously Lil Wayne. But like, I just feel like while those cats were, you know, true entertainers, August fights for something bigger, man. And that's what I think makes him so unique. So I think he is gonna be looked at as how Prince is looked at in Minneapolis, how you know, Tupac is looked at in California, SoCal, if you want to really go that way. I feel like he's gonna be the biggest icon that really everyone's gonna fuck with, and it could be bigger than just New Orleans. I think it could be the whole country. He'll stand out for his people, man, and do his thing, and I think that's what's cool about him. But anyways, that's all I gotta say. Just be on the lookout for it. It will be dropping in 5 days. I saw the cover for it. It looks sick. It's ridiculous. I mean, talk about sticking to your roots. Like, I'm hyped for this. Like, there was a lot of artists I'd be rocking with, and I've mentioned a few that have changed their ways and really kind of started following trends. August was not one of them. Dude has stayed true to himself throughout. And his last project, Forever and a Day, was just dropped maybe less than a year ago. So honestly, I'm fine. Like, with August was one of those few people where I could wait 5 years. He drops a project, I'm already like I'm not gonna sweat. I'm never gonna ever get burnt out or like, you know, get tired of waiting. Like, this dude, he's just one of those few cats it's worth waiting for, you know. So I'm happy with Forever and a Day. I was sitting with that, letting it really marinate with me for a minute, you know. Him, like, he as well as Trey, Tory when he's on his game, A+, real genuine game. Who else am I missing? Same thing goes with Eric Bellinger, even Tiller. Like, cats like that, I can wait a couple years and not trip. You know, if they drop something, I know it's gonna be fire, and it's gonna be something that I can really marinate on for a good minute. So I'm not complaining. If August is gonna come through with straight fire, and he does it again and again and again so frequently, I might not even have enough time to really let a lot of his projects marinate on me, kind of like how Tory did throughout a span of like 2 years essentially. But no, I'm not tripping at all. I'm happy that he's dropping new music, and I'm lit because going back to the cover, if you haven't seen it, his head is like poking out of a swamp, and he's got the Jesus Christ cross, or the Jesus Christ crown on him, all the prickly thorns on his head. He's got this third eye right here. I mean, it's a product 3, so I mean, I could see the similarities right there. And he's got skulls in a swamp and everything like that. It's just, and it's like, it's not like the other two where he had like the barcode or some shit like that. This one's really like, he's taking it down back to his hometown, man. Like, that's cool as hell. Like, this shit's gonna feel heavy on the culture side. And I was looking at this through his IG. He's one of the few artists I actually do follow, because he always drops real shit. He's not trying to, you know, like I said, chase the glamour of IG. So I don't mind following him. But man, and then he was showing, like, I think like some previews of it. I heard a song play through, and I saw like a few people tweet, oh, they missed the old August that was all about trapping and really bringing it down from New Orleans. To me, I'm like, August was still August. Like, Forever and a Day to me showed a mature version of him. Like, he actually like got on some grown man R&B shit. He wasn't on that younger shit. He was on that grown man shit, and that's what I really respect about him. So the fact that he's taking it back, really, I mean, if there's anything to say about old August, it's probably they're just missing when he was more of a hood cat, singing and basically getting on that grind, you know, like the real fucking deal that he is. I'm all for it. I don't, whether he drops genuine R&B songs like how he did on Forever and a Day, or if he drops hard banger shit like he did on the Product 2, Testimony, this thing called Life, which was really, in my opinion, definitely top 10 album dropped in a decade, and it's in my top 10 list of greatest albums I've ever heard in my life. Simple as that. I'm not gonna geek anymore. Like, it's just what I speak is true facts, because I like to keep things real, man, no matter what. And that's why I rock with this dude's mentality. Like, I get it. I get how he thinks, and not only do I admire and respect that, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know what I was gonna say, but either way, I want to give this dude his space and let him do his thing, because I feel like no matter what, he's gonna do something special in this world, man. And, you know, I don't want to say nothing. I really don't want to give any critiques on this dude, because I feel like he's smart enough to really be able to learn and figure out life on his own, so that he doesn't need someone to tell him to do shit, you know what I mean? So, like, from a musical artist standpoint, I feel like in his soul, body, everything here, this aura that he's got in himself, the spirit, he's solid. He's one of those guys you don't even have to sweat or worry or trip. So when I see fans tripping, I'm like, okay, now y'all gotta chill. But I get where they're coming from. I do, I understand. But at the same time, it's like, chill. That's all I gotta say. Yeah, but I'm looking forward to it. So all y'all out there who enjoy listening to August, especially if you listen to Tory, Come and crossover. Vibe with me when I listen to August, man. It's gonna be fun. I might even actually do a reaction to Tiana Taylor's new album that she dropped. I haven't done a reaction to KTSE. I wanted to wait for her because I wanted to give her her own what's it called, series, because she's a dope artist, in my opinion, can really take over the game of R&B as the queen. Simple as that. But anyway, it's your boy Drew signing out. Y'all stay safe, stay blessed out there. I know I need to get back to really working on Tory again. What I'm planning to do, I've already dropped I Told You essentially. I wanna do a I gotta see the last video because I recorded this 6 months ago and I was like, fuck it, let me drop it. But I wanted to do a fresh tape because I wanted to diagnose it. So I'm gonna do a special where I'm gonna do a diagnosis. You'll see the first video. It's gonna be basically the first 3 songs, but after that I'm planning on doing it song by song by song because that album is a masterpiece in itself. In the meantime, I have New Toronto 2 done for the most part. There's a couple of things I'm not satisfied with it about, especially at the last end when my phone pulled some catfish and really cut the whole video when I didn't notice that. So I gotta fix that by tonight. Potentially, if everything goes well, I'll have the New Toronto 2 out. I've already done pre-recorded Memories Don't Die. I'm also gonna have that dropping pretty soon too. And then I'm not sure if I want to do a diagnosis on that, but I probably will do a after I drop that, do a final thoughts, like a updated final thoughts, because I'm probably gonna just listen to it again and then give you guys how I feel about that. Then I can finally do that notorious like taboo project that Tory dropped. I've probably done a couple recordings, didn't like it. I was like, I'll do it just to get the hell out, you know, like for the hell of it, get it out of the way, move on to his next projects. Got International Fargo already recorded. Then after that, I'm gonna go ahead and do a updated version, vibing out sesh of the New Toronto 3, kind of give you guys what I feel now compared to the first time listening. And then after that, that's when I'm gonna do the Chicks Tape series. Go from 1 all the way through 5. I do have a couple pre-recorded for a couple of them. 2 for sure is done. 1, if I still have it in here. If not, it might be in my laptop. I might just do that from scratch as well because it's a short tape. 3, I'm gonna have to do. 4 as well, maybe, because I've done multiple, like it's probably 6 times I've tried to record that. It just, every time it was a good time, a good vibe, something happened and just ruined it. So I can't really like put that out. Maybe 5 I'll do like a updated version as well, just like with 3, because I don't know. Yeah, I'll do that because my opinion on 5 has changed greatly through time. I still don't think it's the best out of the series. I still think 2 is the king, but 5 is like right there with 4 for second place. I want to say, like, there's some things about it's just 4 is really simplified to where I feel like it still could take the second place, but 5, in my opinion, really sets a tone on how elevated his production is for the most part. I'm not a fan of how Tory sounds for some parts through Chicks Tape 5 compared to 4. Like, it just feels some things were kind of like, you know, stressed out or tried out too hard where he wasn't really naturally being himself. But once again, that's all tied in with how he spoke about Mad Love, you know, restricting him from really being his full artistic self. So you know, obviously there's gonna be some trendy things in there that aren't gonna feel right, but it is what it is. As far as Love Me Now, I might do the reloaded version. I do have the 2 songs that he added there, but I'm gonna play it at the end instead of at the beginning like how the reloaded version does, just because I don't want to start off with those 2 garbage songs, man. I mean, like, I know I'm notorious for skipping through songs like that, so maybe I might not even cover it, but we'll see. So anyways, for tonight, just be on the lookout for when I do New Toronto 2, as well as, because I'm gonna have to probably do another recording. It is what it is. Then I'll do I gotta double check. I told you. So either way, New Toronto 2 will be dropping tonight, as well as Memories Don't Die. You know, making sure everything's good with there, and then from then, probably the next day, I'll probably record Love Me Now. So we'll go from there, and then afterwards, I'll figure everything out as it kind of happens. You know what I mean? So, all right. It's been a crazy day. So I gotta get back to working on my car. Just did my tie rod ends last evening or yesterday, and then I'm probably gonna change my rear motor mount. After that, I just bought new coilovers. I'm gonna have to install those, as well as eventually down the road get new, basically replace all my suspension parts, my wheel hub with the because the bearings are already inside. I have to change the bearings, so I'm gonna have to get new hubs anyways, as well as new control arms and probably a lower bolt joint. I'm not sure about the upper bolt joint. Maybe I might get that changed. I don't know. But regardless, I'm gonna be pretty busy, so I'm gonna try to get Tory done as soon as possible, so that way I can focus on getting some car work done within the next week. I probably won't be putting up anything, so I'll be like a little bit on the quiet side. But that's all I gotta say. I know I made this 16 minutes. I do apologize for making it long, y'all. But y'all already know, the ones who stay through and watch everything, I really appreciate it. I got nothing but love for y'all. That's why I always keep things 100%, talk to y'all like human beings. Because at the end of the day, it's cool. You know, like, I know everyone, so YouTube has this system where they have subscribers, and everyone feels like, oh, because they're a big name YouTuber, like, oh, they're gonna just treat everyone that's commenting or subscribers as their fans. That's not the case with me. I'm gonna treat you like family. Simple as that. Just like how I would talk to my mother, my brother, my sister. It don't matter. You know, at the end of the day, we're all distant relatives. So just know that I'm always keep things down on earth, and it's gonna be from the heart. All right, it's your boy Drew Blue signing out. I'll see y'all soon. Deuces.